there are too many of us who just might not live through this, and I'm afraid.
Hello, my friends. This is the Dave Show. We have a great one planned for you today, but before we get going, we need to acknowledge today's sponsor. It is at David Murphy 8190. Now, David has been a sponsor on several episodes, and I do greatly appreciate his generosity and, his dedication to the channel. I guess he likes what I'm doing. So thank you very much, David. I do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. All right, let's get on with the rest of the show. Let's do it. All right, as it's beginning to be a tradition, I guess, on the show, we are starting with a few memes because I love memes. I love sharing memes. And I hope you like receiving memes. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's get to the first meme of the day. All right, so we have a lady that's turning 40, which, come on, I wish I was 40 again. That'd be great. I don't know what all the distress is about. Wait till she turns 50. But anyways, she seems to be kind of not happy about turning 40, so let's see what she plans to do here. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old, right? And then she's like, hey, maybe some plastic surgery might, make me look a little bit better, a little bit younger. Maybe a little nip, a little tuck. You never know. It might look better. But oh gosh, no. that is not better. Ay. All right. This next meme talks about gun control, and I think it's pretty effective. Memes really cut through the BS and get to the heart of the matter. So let's check it out. A wolf attacks a sheep, killing it. Well, that's never good. Let's see what's next. Other sheep see that the sheep was killed by teeth. Oh no. Not teeth. No, that's bad. That's bad. I think we're gonna have to take action against that. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, so teeth are dangerous. All of the sheep agree to remove their teeth and turn them in. Okay, and then what's left there? Once they de-teeth themselves, what is left? It is the wolf still has teeth. So, yeah, come on now. I really love this next meme because it is something that all of us can identify with, especially those of us that have become a little bit older in life. Maybe not so much in our 20s, but as we age, we all definitely feel this way. Let's check it out. One day you're young. The next day you're sitting on the edge of your bed like... Man, that is totally true. Oh, that's funny. This next meme is talking about the Epstein list and how it just suddenly vanished. Like, this is absolute total BS. I don't understand what is going on. One day they're like, yeah, it's on our desk and we're totally talking. We're reading it, figuring it out, going through all the videos and blah, 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 blah. And then the next day they're like, what? An Epstein list? What are you talking about? There's no Epstein list. Jeez. All right, so let's check it out. It's pretty funny. Epstein killed himself. Right. Starting to put on some makeup. That's good. We're going to release the Epstein tape. A little bit more clownish, I guess. We only released a little bit of the list. Talking about the list. Oh, there is no list. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, my friends, it is time. We are going to be jumping into that big, beautiful pool of liberal madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So now the DOJ is coming out and saying that there is no Epstein list. Pam Bondi is coming out saying there is no Epstein list. Let me tell you straight out, that is a lie. That is a lie. Giselle Maxwell is in prison for trafficking children to adult men using said list. If there was no list, she would not be in prison. Period, point blank. The Department of Justice is lying to you. This is media manipulation. They are lying to you. They are making it so that you believe a narrative that does not exist. An Epstein list certainly exists. People have been talking about it for years. For years. There are redacted little black books from Jeffrey Epstein saying that it exists. We know it does. We know Donald Trump is on it. Elon Musk came out and said he's seen the list. He knows Donald Trump is on it. The fact that the Department of Justice is pushing this out, they cannot be trusted. They can't. The FBI saying that this doesn't exist cannot be trusted. They're not a reliable source. Not anymore. Not anymore. Anyway, don't believe their lies. Try and have a good day.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I totally agree with her. This is the first time we've ever agreed, I think, on anything. I've showed her several times in the videos throughout the last several months. But yeah, I don't know what is going on with this list that definitely existed, and now apparently it doesn't. So Benny had an interesting take that everything did exist. They were looking at it. But then at some point recently, apparently somebody came in, the CIA, I don't know. But somebody came in and destroyed all the evidence. So they had nothing. They were left holding the ball, right? And so Benny thinks this was kind of like a grenade that was lobbed into the Trump administration to go off, to basically, I guess, embarrass the Trump administration, to make it look like they're totally gaslighting the country and lying about everything concerning Epstein. And I don't know. It is a mess, but let's move on to the crazy. Uh-oh, got a runner. Yes! Now notice, the ice agents are in shape.
Damn, they got him.
And when left to do their job properly, they will always get him. This is totally awesome. This is exactly what I voted for, and I know this is exactly what you voted for as well. So it is going to be interesting once the 10,000 new agents come on board and start doing what they do. It's going to be pretty amazing, but it's something that has to be done. The Band-Aid has to come off. I'm sorry. Not really.
He was not shot. Mm-hmm. He did not win.
Right.
He is a fucking fascist.
And yet we are the ones that are given the title of election deniers. These people are so stupid. But this is, I think, going to be a new little trend because they're all sheep. They're all sheep, my friends. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more people jumping on this stupid bandwagon that he wasn't shot and he wasn't president. Yeah, whatever.
I asked my mom and she said that she would pick us up from the jail if we go and punch ICE agents in the face.
Nice.
But she's got bail money, but she said I'm not allowed to go alone. You have to go with me. So what time do you want to meet?
Oh, you're so special. You're such a good boy. And maybe Mommy can take you out to get some ice cream after she bails you out. Oh, that's so special.
Hey, Trump, why don't you pass away?
Oh, so clever.
That would be a sick bill.
So now the sheeple on the left are jumping on this retarded bandwagon. They are making these stupid videos basically using her voice, her VO from that clip we just saw. And then you know how they love to just sit there and laugh as the VO runs, or they try to dub lip sync with the VO from the other video, but they're always off, and this so annoys me. But yeah, so yeah, the liberal evolution of the left, they're retarded. Let's take a look at some of these stupid videos. And this is just a very small little snippet. It goes on and on and on. I would say enjoy, but you're not going to. Take a look.
Hey, Trump, why don't you pass away? That would be a sick bill. Hey, Trump, why don't you pass away?
That's so funny. Oh, gosh, it's funny.
That would be a sick bill. Hey, Trump, why don't you pass away? That would be a sick bill. Hey, Trump, why don't you pass away?
Those eyes.
That would be a sick...
It took less than a year to go from they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, to let's feed them to alligators. The fuck?
And what exactly is the problem?
If they can deport people that they don't want in their country, I can abort a fetus I don't want in my country.
Oh, yeah.
Two on that.
So classy.
And y'all need to stop calling people lazy because they don't want to get a job.
Okay.
People are just tired of being slaves.
What?
When I go on Indeed, you know what I see? Plantations.
Plantations?
Ain't nobody finna be doing all that work for that little bit of money they be trying to give people. And it does not take a full hour to make $20.
Hop on here and say that if you have SNAP and you're unemployed, you probably need a job now, because in the next, they said if you don't have a job, you need to get a job within 3 months. And judging how the job market is and how my friends here on TikTok know that finding a job is hard. I've applied to at least over maybe 70 jobs in the past month. I've gotten 10 rejection emails, and then the other 60 haven't even gotten back to me. So if Trump wants us to get off of SNAP, if the big mean orange man, our president, wants us to get off SNAP, maybe he should create more jobs. Has he thought about that? I don't think so.
Well, my dear, it also doesn't bode well for you, because once you walk into that interview and they see the piercings and the flaming orange hair, you know, depending on the job, I guess you're applying to, you're done. You're cooked as soon as you walk in that door. So
you know how I feel as a person who uses Medicaid and has been on food stamps my entire life because I am that poor. I am in college, I use the Pell Grant, and I'm studying addiction, which addiction clinics are run by Medicaid, because most people who are addicts are poor, and they're addicts because they're dealing with the effects of being poor. So what's going to happen is all of these clinics are going to close. People are going to lose access to the methadone. People are going to lose access to the medications that keep the withdrawals away. People are going to relapse, and they're going to relapse in front of you, on the streets, in front of your children. And before you ask, oh, what happened? Why is it like this? Use your brain. Use your brain and think about why this is happening. All these inpatient facilities are going to close. Places people go to get help and get better are going to close. And then they definitely won't contribute to society, will they? I'm very worried, and I'm very much hoping that this is not permanent. The pendulum will swing back, as they say, but it can't be soon enough. But, yeah, I'm kind of going insane. I am not okay.
I really don't understand why I'm supposed to feel bad that some Hitler youth camp got washed away in a flood because they weren't able to be warned due to the policies that they voted for.
You are one twisted f***.
People of Texas need not worry because the president sends his sympathies while he's golfing. The vice president said he's thinking of you guys. He's praying. You're in his prayers. Ted Cruz said, just have faith and it will be okay.
Yeah.
So they really gotta plan, you guys. It's all gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it, except for the 70 plus people who have already lost their lives. But don't worry, you're in their thoughts and prayers, and that should be good enough for you.
I don't get these people on the left, especially that young lady. This is an absolute normal response. A normal, sane human being in this type of a situation, of course, would say, you're in my prayers. Have faith. Yeah, for the people that survived this horrible tragedy, yeah, that is exactly what they need to give them some hope that it will get better. And maybe their loved ones that they lost are in a better place. It'll give them comfort. Man, these left are they're so cold and callous because they don't have God in their life. They have nothing to look forward to, honestly, in this life or the next. It's so sad.
White privilege is the ability to exist and live in a world catered to the color of your skin without being worried that the color of your skin will affect your daily existence.
I'm one of the very many people who is no longer going to qualify for my health insurance because of the new bill. I'm on Medicaid because I can't afford regular health insurance and I can't work. And I'm not special either. There's way too many people like me who are going to lose access to care that they need to be alive. And I'm just, at this point, I'm disgusted because there are too many of us who just might not live through this. And I'm afraid. Plain and simple, I'm scared because if I lose my insurance, I cannot afford my medication. I cannot afford my care. I can't afford anything. I can't. I just won't make it. And there are too many people like me who won't either.
This next clip really nails how the typical response of an absolutely stupid person on the left that is just consumed by their ideology, that they can't have a normal conversation or see things for what they really are. They always have to put that, I don't know, spin or ideological taint on everything. It's funny. Check it out.
I'm pregnant. Wait, before I say congratulations, who did you vote for? What? Well, if you voted for Trump, then your baby is probably already racist. I'm not celebrating fascism in the womb. I just got promoted at work. Hold up, does your company support LGBTQ refugee beekeepers in South Yemen? We sell tires. We're getting married! Did your fiance post anything problematic in 2011? Because I am not gonna dig through his old tweets before I celebrate domestic terrorism. It was a horrible flood at a kid's summer camp. I mean, dozens of girls didn't make it. Well, that's what happens when you vote red. They were children. It's my son's birthday! Did you assign him a gender already? He's just blowing out a candle. On land stolen from indigenous people. I helped a homeless guy out today, bought him lunch, and gave him a ride. He really needed it. You didn't ask him his pronouns first. He was crying. He said he wanted a sandwich. Intent doesn't erase harm. I just adopted a dog from a shelter. You mean you enslaved an animal for emotional labor? I named him Max and he likes belly rubs. Check your privilege.
Can we not set off fireworks? Not on the 4th of July. I don't even like it on the 4th of July, but
Why?
I really don't like it on other days of the year. About 15 minutes ago, I heard a firecracker, and it sounded like it was right next to me. It was.
Oh, no.
I ran out on my back porch, and I started looking around, and I said, who the fuck did that? I was about to yell and scream.
Oh, gosh.
It stopped. Another 10 minutes go by, maybe.
Yeah,
Another one
good.
comes.
Oh, no.
Now I'm really angry.
Oh,
Another one
gosh.
comes right after that. My cats are running inside, freaking out. I'm like,
wow.
my heart is beating so fast, I still can't calm down. I ran out my front door, and I saw a group of mostly men, young adults, late
mostly
teens, they must be adults because I think they live in the apartment complex right here, this very one.
Okay.
And they were setting off fireworks. I don't know the difference. I'm smiling because I'm just so angry and I don't know how to. I immediately was like, can we stop this? Like, it's not 4th of July. Maybe be considerate of other people. It took all I had in me not to go on a very long rant and just yell at them.
Well, that's good.
I'm still shaking and my heart is... Animals exist. People with PTSD exist. Wow.
Yeah,
Crazy,
yeah.
right? I'm really feeling like I want to just scream.
News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. Well, the left is calling for blood, that they need it in order to progress the story. I don't understand. But there's a guy that took up the cause, that actually did something, which is pretty amazing. But he got into some tactical gear. I'm not sure for his full battle rattle, but he had an assault rifle and he went to confront ICE agents. I believe it was at their headquarters in McAllen, Texas. But it was in McAllen, Texas. Well, it didn't last very long because he was immediately taken off this earth. I don't think anybody was killed. Any of the ICE agents were killed. I think a few were wounded because this guy definitely got a couple shots off. But anyways, he's dead. He's gone. We don't have to deal with him. We don't have to give him his due process and put him in jail and pay for that for the rest of his life. So, good riddance to the piece of garbage that he was. Debbie's at it again, stirring the pot of hatred. that is her specialty, and she says that Trump is trying to whitewash the country. But, you know, it wasn't that much farther back in time. That was a really weird way to say that. But there was a time when the Democrats were actively trying to brown the country up, which they did a pretty good job in Biden's administration. Anyways, let's hear her gaslighting. Take a look.
More Trump lies, more people being thrown into a dire situation where many of them will ultimately die when they're deported back to countries like Venezuela and Haiti. This is a situation in which they want to bleach America. You heard what Miller said. He is a vile human being.
I'm not sure where this American party that Elon Musk apparently started. And I'm not sure if that party is actually going to be running a presidential candidate. There have been a few people that think that this party is mostly to add pressure to people that are, you know, running for the Senate or just Congress, you know, to try to get, I guess, I don't know, better people in, whatever that means. So I hope that is the case. Like, it's kind of like the Tea Party 2.0. I hope that's the case. But if he runs a candidate for president, it's only going to F the Republicans. Anybody ever see Perot? Anyways, President Trump, here's some comments from him, his thoughts on this third party or whatever it is that Elon just started. Take a look.
Reaction to Elon Musk starting a third party. I think it's ridiculous to start a third party. We have a tremendous success with the Republican Party. The Democrats have lost their way, but it's always been a two-party system. And I think starting a third party just adds to confusion. It really seems to have been developed for two parties. Third parties have never worked. So he can have fun with it, but I think it's ridiculous.
All right, my friends, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. In this first clip, we have this guy. It's from a rodeo. And it gets kind of crazy. The bull is just flipping people all over the place. And, well, just check it out. It's pretty funny. I love me a good parkour video, and this one doesn't disappoint. It is quite amazing what the human body can do when it knows how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy, check it out. This next clip, I believe, is from Ukraine. I believe it is from a missile hitting a building. The explosion is pretty impressive, but what is also impressive is that we actually get to see the effects of the shock wave. It's nuts. Check it out. It's time for Dave's Detox. He's a good little helper. Maybe not, I don't know. Cool dog. Oh, yeah. Like, I want to play. That's funny.
Hey, boy. What's up?
Nice. Hey, it's Max. Hey, Max, how's it going? What could be Max? Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. What? I'm like, oh gosh, that happened to me once. Nasty. What a good little boy. Nice. Oh no. What's going on with that dog? That is a scary looking dog. Not gonna lie. Trying to get the toy. Cat's like, nope. Oh, nice. All right, my friends, that is a wrap for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, slap that bell around, tell your friends about Idle Hands. We are trying to break again through this algorithm. I don't know what is going on, but if you could just share the video, just let people know, you know, there's this pretty cool show. It's called The Dave Show. You should check it out. I appreciate it. So until the next episode, please stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.